So first thing first, what I have learned over the time, if you want to be a really good public speaker, the answer what the good qualities a public speaker should have might be in this answer only. So if I would have to be a very good public speaker, first thing first I would do, I would listen more and more. Okay, I would listen more carefully. Okay, because often we see often that whenever we are talking to somebody, like when we both are talking, we sometimes interrupt each other. Okay, I do it more often, I would say, but I'm still trying very hard to not do that. Okay, because I really feel if I listen more and more, that will actually help me to understand the mindset and state of mind of people. Okay, and when you are on a stage, you should know your audience well. Okay, one thing that is very important, that you should know your audience well. Then keep your language always precise and clear. Do not mess up or mingle with a lot of difficult words which are hard to understand and which will not make sense. Okay, so that is what I have faced, and what I have felt over time, that people try very fancy words, they try to use very fancy words, and that become really difficult for the other person to understand. Okay, so some of these points, like one that you have to develop confidence over time, and that will come with speaking only. That won't come with the first conversation, but with as many possible. Okay, so the first thing would be developing confidence. Second would be listening more and more. Keep speaking. Do not stop. As much as you speak, you will learn more things. Like today, I'm talking to you, I might end up learning a lot of things from you. And this will definitely help me in my next conversation with anyone else.
A very good afternoon, ma'am. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Very good afternoon. Thank you for asking. Oh, I'm sorry. Good evening. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, actually, it was good afternoon when I started this video conversation, but now it became
Okay.
evening.
It's fine. Good afternoon, good evening. Both are good. So, how
Yes.
have you been?
Well, I have been pretty well, doing great in my life. There's no complaint. Thanks. How about your side? How life is treating you these days?
So, I have actually been doing pretty well, like, making progress and staying grateful and taking one day at a time for now. Though I would like to confess that my backache, which I'm dealing with for past few days, does like messes with my mindset, but I'm still on high spirits and hanging there with hope.
Well, I wish to God that you will able to do it well as much as possible for you because we do have some critical problems in our life along with physical and mental. But again, life is all about to move on. We cannot even stop, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Life is all about good moments and then those uncertain turns, but you have to keep moving. That's how life works.
True, agreed. Well, before dive into the conversation, as this is the first time I'm interacting with you, I would love to know about you a little bit.
Sure, Mr. Shiv. My name is Rupal. Good evening again. My name is Rupal. I'm an English teacher and a content creator. My channel's name is Rupal's English Corner, and I teach everything related to English language journey, be it vocabulary, be it grammar, sometimes content related to schools. And this is what a brief introduction about me. And if I talk about my whereabouts, I was born and raised in Sihor, Madhya Pradesh, which is famous for wheat production, though not many people know about it. But I'm just telling you because it's a very small town to be known. So it is famous for wheat production and some religious places as well. I have completed my education from Bhopal and Indore.
Wow, that's really an amazing and incredible introduction which you have given to me. Superb.
That's so kind of you to say that because I didn't feel like my introduction was good.
No, because I have been talking to people for the last 4.5 years and I've been asking them to introduce themselves, but again, The way you have introduced yourself, it's something out of the box, which was literally remarkable and phenomenal.
Thank you so much. Can I get your introduction as well?
Sure, ma'am. I would be more than happy to introduce myself. Well, as you know, my name is Shiv, and I born and raised in Uttarakhand. By profession, I'm a central government employee, and as far as my academic qualification concerned, I'm done with my master in English and master in commerce. This year, I'm pursuing my master in economics. This is my final year. More or less, I do teach English to beginners and intermediate speakers to different online applications as an unofficial English trainer. And I run my own small YouTube channel by the name of English with Teacher Shiv, where I upload spoken English content at the same time some one-on-one conversational videos as I'm having with you right now. So that's all from my side in brief.
Fantastic, wonderful. I got to learn a lot from your introduction.
Thanks, ma'am. It means me a
You
lot.
are from Uttarakhand.
Yes, I am.
Where in Uttarakhand, if you are okay telling that?
Yeah, I'm completely okay with that. Well, I'm from city Dehradun, the capital.
I've been to Dehradun.
Wow, that's great. So, how did you feel about Dehradun and the visit which you
I
have done?
one thing I'll tell you, I would have shared even if you wouldn't have asked. That one thing I really, really love about mountain people are they're really simple, kind, straight from the heart, and they would treat you they would treat you in the best manner possible they can, always, be it giving it a tea but always with a smile. So people, in the mountain areas are really different. And though if I talk about Dehradun, I don't remember much about Dehradun, but I do remember a lot about Mussoorie, because when I went there, so because when I was traveling there in the night, and it was so beautiful, it would be one of my most memorable places till date. Those lush green hills and everything was so beautiful about that place. I cannot get enough of that.
Well, you know what? Just because of people like you who have been appreciating our state, the people here, and the culture, the beauty, the nature, everything, I feel proud to be an Uttarakhandi, frankly. Because whenever I'm
you
talking
you
about my
deserve it
state,
totally. You deserve it.
yeah, whenever I'm talking about my state, people do appreciate it a lot. Just because for its tourism, for its kindness, for its people like welcoming every single person. And again, those who are literally tired with your professional work and having hectic schedules and smalling till night, they feel so calm and serene there in Uttarakhand. So
It's
that's something that I'm really fond of as well. And you won't believe in every weekend I do plan that I have to visit there, I have to go there because as you know that Dehradun, the city, is something that you cannot even find the exact beauty. But again, if you go to the mountain areas, for example, there are some districts, Tirdi Garhwal, then Nainital, and then Kumaon Mandal, and these places, Himachal, right? So Himachal itself is far from Uttarakhand, but again, you will find the same beauty as here in Uttarakhand.
Himachal is beautiful as well. It's wonderful. And definitely, you can understand when I'm saying that I still remember the memories are still fresh. How wonderful and beautiful that experience would have been for me if the memories are still fresh. It was in 2018 or 17, I remember.
Yeah, well, I can resonate the expression which you are giving right now, so I can resonate it. Super. And out of the box, like as you are a teacher, so I don't want to stop myself in order to ask this question that you have been talking to many people and maybe they have asked you the question that I want to become a public speaker, a very effective and amazing public speaker. So for you only, my question is, what are the qualities of a good public speaker? And the one who wants to become an effective and amazing public speaker, what he has to do, what kind of tips and tricks you can serve from your own hand.
Okay, so I might not be the perfect person to answer this, but I'll still try to give the answer. So, first thing first, what I have learned over the time, if you want to be a really good public speaker, The answer, what the good qualities a public speaker should have, might be in this answer only. So, if I would have to be a very good public speaker, first thing first I would do, I would listen more and more. Okay. I would listen more carefully. Okay. Because often that whenever we are talking to somebody, like when we both are talking, we sometimes interrupt each other. Okay. I do it more often, I would say, but I'm still trying very hard to not do that. Okay, because I really feel if I listen more and more, that will actually help me to understand the mindset and state of mind of people. Okay, and when you are on a stage, you should know your audience well. Okay, one thing that is very important, that you should know your audience well. Then keep your language always precise and clear. Do not mess up or mingle with a lot of difficult words which are hard to understand and which will not make sense. Okay, so that is what I have faced, and what I have felt over time, that people try very fancy words, they try to use very fancy words, and that become really difficult for the other person to understand. Okay, so some of these points, like one that you have to develop confidence over time, and that will come with speaking only, that won't come with the first conversation, but with as many possible. Okay, so the first thing would be developing confidence. Second would be listening more and more. Keep speaking, do not stop. As much as you speak, you will learn more things. Like today, I'm talking to you, I might end up learning a lot of things from you, and this will definitely help me in my next conversation with anyone else. This is one of the best things on YouTube, I feel. And then public speaking, when you talk about public speaking in particular, I would just say one thing, that you need to own the stage, like you need to own the stage, like this is my place right now. Okay, and I am the king here or the queen here. Okay, you have to be that confident, because you have to keep that thing in your mind, that you have reached there, you have some potential already, that you are standing on the stage and speaking with, in front of so many people. So I used to be one of those people who would never go on stage, I would say. Never. I was very, scared. I felt I never had that potential to be on the stage. But now I sometimes feel that I can go and speak. It's just that I have to pour my heart out. I have to just talk about my feelings, and but in a way that is clearly understood by the other people.
Wow, amazing. I would say fantabulous. I'm being mesmerized. The way you take off, then you landed. It's literally incredible. You explain it in such a way that I wasn't expecting it. It seems like you got a dream, like tomorrow itself, I'm going to connect with Shiv, and he's going to ask this question. Let me prepare myself. You would have come up with that
Oh,
level of
not at all.
practice.
Thank you
Great,
so much.
great.
You're being so kind. Okay, what would be your thoughts on this?
Yeah, before I start my thoughts on it, I would love to appreciate one thing about your spoken part. That was the way you connected your real life incident with your explanation. That's something that very few people have the skill. For that, you have to master it, frankly. Otherwise, anyone can answer any question, but when you have to compile or when you have to just connect yourself with your explanation, that's something which is not a piece of cake for everyone. But yes, you have cracked this hard nut so well. Superb. And
So I would just call it my learning curve right now. So I can say, yeah, I've cracked it, but it is still my learning curve. I would say I still tell people that I'm learning from you. I'm a learner. When I am talking to you right now and I'm working on YouTube, it is all about coming out of my comfort zone and learning new things every day. Yeah,
true.
that's what.
Yeah, I agree. I can see eye to eye statement, whatever you have just stated. And coming back to your initial question, which you have asked me, what I think about the question which I've asked you, I do agree with you all the points, whatever you have said. There's nothing to add on, but still, let me just paraphrase it. Confidence is something that you cannot even ignore. no matter how educated, knowledgeable, and experienced you are, until unless you are not confident, it's something that you're nothing. You have everything, but you don't have anything. So that is something which is needed. You have to be confident no matter whether you are speaking right or wrong, but you have to believe on yourself. Your self-belief system should be that much strong as a diamond, right? Coming back to the second point, again, yes, you need to know your audience. Means to whom
Absolutely.
I'm talking with, to whom I'm representing, what they are expecting from me. It's not like you are talking about Agra and they are expecting Ghagra, right? So that doesn't make any sense. So, well, to just try to understand your audience, their level, what they can understand, and how can you simplify your message to them. Because at the end of the day, you want to become a public speaker. And if your public is not understanding to you, then there is no point at all, right? Now, third thing is, yes, your vocabulary, your words that you are using. Somewhere I have heard words are something that can make you, at the same time, break you. It depends the way
Absolutely.
you use it, right? So be mindful, be conscious about your vocabs, your words. No matter are you a lexicographer or you have been learning so many new vocabs, at the same time you need to understand that what kind of audience I am dealing with, and accordingly you have to use those vocab. Then only you will make some sense to them. Now, fourth thing is knowledge. I cannot deny this fact. Okay, you are confident. You have done a lot of practice, your experience, but at the same time, if you don't have content, you don't have knowledge about the topic in which you are going to represent your public, then it doesn't make any sense. You will be just feel very uncomfortable about yourself because you know how to speak, but you don't know what to speak. No point at all. So you have to carry knowledge as well, whatever you are about to share with the public. Now, next point, I would say art of influencing. It means like there are so many people they want to become a leader, and of course there are so many leaders. But what about Narendra Modi? I think he has some hypnotic power, right? The way he speaks, the way he influences his public, the way he take attention of them towards his own speech. So you need to develop this art of influencing people. You have to target their heart, actually, right?
Mhm.
Then what I would
Yeah,
say,
like the art of absolutely, definitely the art of persuading people right now.
exactly,
Okay, that they will do what you want them to do. Absolutely, yeah.
exactly. And then your command over language, your communication, the way you are making eye contact with people, right? It's not like you are talking to me and I'm thinking about my girlfriend, right? Or I'm looking here and there. Doesn't make any sense. So you have to make eye contact with your public. That shows, that reflect that you are truthful towards your words and you really mean whatever you are speaking, right? Your body posture, your hand moves, everything matters a lot. So what I'm talking about, the language which you are using, either English or Hindi, that doesn't make any sense. But again, you just need to understand whatever language you are using in order to connect with them. Make sure that you are good at with that. Okay, minor mistakes are allowed, but make sure that you are not making blunder over there. Otherwise, people will just make fun of you and nothing else. And somewhere you yourself will lose your confidence in that era. Right? Now, last but not least, and very important point, what I believe on, that is art of immersion. I have seen people are lacking with this art, frankly. For example, you have asked me a topic and I'm explaining, or maybe you have asked a question to me and I'm answering to you. I should indulge myself into that answer, that explanation. It means I should connect myself with that answer, whatever I'm speaking. There should be some emotions, there should be some feelings. Means whatever I'm speaking, I'm not speaking for the sake of convincing people or persuading them. In fact, I mean it, or I'm speaking from the core of my heart. Because the moment you just make a amalgamation of your thoughts, your soul, and the words which you are speaking, frankly speaking, then you can come up with wonder. You would sound more impeccable, proficient, and intellectual. Right? People will understand, like, look at him. He has experienced all these things, and that's why he's sharing with us. And somewhere we should believe on him. Then only you can become a good public speaker when you are that much eligible, or you do have that potential where you can persuade your public, you can connect with them, you have that clarity, you're educating them, and you are getting what exactly you are looking at, then only. And that's all from my end.
Great. I mean, fantastic. I couldn't believe I have learned so much over the time, like over the last 5 minutes. And this one thing that you have added, that one should know the art of connecting, okay, and the art of making people believe that you have lived the things you are telling or you're speaking about. So it is often said that a good public speaker is someone who is well read. Okay, so this is very important. But one more important thing is that he or she must have experienced those things to connect with them with that reading. Okay, if I'm reading, if I'm taking some excerpt with a book and I'm talking about it, but I'm not being able to relate it with my own life or anybody's real life, then it might not make a lot of sense to the other people.
Okay.
So the art of connecting is very, very important. And this thing we have talked about confidence, that confidence evolves over time. Okay, and going on the stage for the first time and not feeling scared or nervous is something I would say gifted. You know, so feeling scared and nervous is inevitable. You just can't avoid it. Okay, I have done it, many of people have done it, and they just tell me that it happens, it's very natural. But the thing is, you should not stop yourself there. You have to go on the stage again and again. Own that stage, be the king. And remember to be very mindful. Like you said, remember to be very mindful about what you're speaking there. Words can hurt, words can break and make. Very important. Okay. You need to be very clear about what you speak. Okay. Even if you fumble, it's fine. Fumbling is very common, but at least the meaning should be sorted and clear with the other person.
Yeah, agreed. And here, one terminology comes into the picture, that is practice. It's not like I want to become a public speaker and I'm not even practicing for that. So practicing doesn't mean that you just take a paper where something has written and you are just reading it and then you are speaking now. It's something all of a sudden you got a topic and you are being eligible to talk about it. And without any preparation, you are speaking about it. Practice should be to that level. And how will you do that? For that, I would say your siblings are there, right? Your friends are there. Ask them to give a topic to you and speak about it. Let them listen, let them judge, let them observe, let them find your mistake, let them find your drawbacks and shortcomings, which is going to stop you to become a good public speaker, right? Because the more they would observe you, the more they can find your mistakes, and the more you are there to learn from your mistakes, to fix it as soon as possible, and that's how you can refine yourself, you can polish whatever you are looking for. And that's how you can become the best version of yourself. Because I've seen people, they are knowledgeable, well educated, well versed, experienced. But again, the moment if you ask them to come on stage and just represent to public, for example, um, just at office, if you ask someone who's so popular there in that office for their skills, so if you ask him to come in a conference where he has to deal with some foreign clients, he has to tell all the protocols, every single facility of your organization to foreign clients. So though he has all the information, he's so knowledgeable, he has been working with that organization for a long period of time, but again, he would feel a bit shy. he start feeling hesitate because he hasn't done that practice that is needed over there, right? So what I'm telling you are, in short, if you do practice on a regular basis, right, on different topic or with different people and on different scenario, then only you would able to become a good public speaker, because dealing with public is something which is entirely a different experience as compared to as mastering a language. It's not like you speak English so well so you are a good public speaker. No, right? You may be a good speaker, you may be a good language speaker, you have done master in English, you are so educated, but again you could not be a good public speaker altogether. So that's something else. One has to do a lot of hard work and one has to do practice every single day.
Okay. Like I would like to add, because I have been listening to you and I think that I can listen to you for a long period of time because you have so much to share and such an insightful session this is. Like you talked about refinement. So refinement will never come until unless you accept your flaws and shortcomings, I would say. You need to know them. You need to know them that this is where I make mistake. Like over the period of time, what I have observed about myself, whenever I try to rush, okay, whenever I try to rush while speaking, I make a lot of mistakes. And this is what happens with a lot of people. But I'm talking about my personal, I'm talking from my personal experience that whenever I try to rush, okay, that I have to go somewhere, let me talk to them, and then I will, just rush out. So then I'll make a lot of mistakes. So I'm just trying. The first thing I'm trying right now is to be, calm and listen to the other person calmly and then respond and not react. Okay. So this one thing that I feel that I will learn over the time is to respond and not react on everything. Okay. And public speaking, when you talk about public speaking, I would say is not just limited to going on the stage and talking. It is on the level of individual conversations like we are having, and a lot of people are enjoying this conversation and might look at this conversation, might learn a lot from this. Okay. So public speaking doesn't end there, but it opens your door to so many new opportunities, I would say.
Yeah,
And
that's
one
true.
thing I'm sorry. One thing I would also appreciate about you that I really feel you are one of those, fluent speakers I would like to talk to again and again. You know, still hearing you for the first, and thank you for, commenting on that video and then mailing me, for that email. So I'm actually fortunate enough that I got to, talk to you now.
Well, ma'am, for this, I would say I'm really thankful. The way you are complimenting me, I would consider as a gratitude from my side. It means me lot. In fact, I would say you made my day. Well, I'm not that fluent as you were appreciating me, but again, I'm on track. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. And one thing that you have said about listening, because of that, I want to put out something here. I hope you have heard this. Before be a good speaker, one must be a good listener first.
Yes, no, absolutely.
Exactly. And second
Yes.
thing that you have said that there are many people they want to become a good public speaker, but again, somewhere they are not even ready to accept their flaws, right? I don't know whether you have experience or not, but I have experienced. When someone was making some mistake, I had corrected him, but again, he got offended. He got angry on me. Who are you to correct me? And you would find this kind of experience. From that day, I stopped correcting people. But again, if someone correct me, I feel so good about it because if you would correct me for my mistake, I'm damn sure in the future I will be very mindful about it that I shouldn't commit the same mistake that I have committed in the past. And that is
And
somewhere we can learn somewhere.
And one thing is clear from that thing that they are listening actively to us. If they can find our flaws and they are trying to, rebuild our, rebuilding our, I would say, consciousness, then I would say they are, listening to us actively and not just passively.
True. And I remember the word which you have used, calm. When you are speaking, you have to be calm, and that's literally very indispensable and imperative point. I must say that because I have seen people misunderstood the definition of fluency. They feel the one who speaks super fast with a foreign accent, with a lot of fancy and classy vocabulary is the one who is a fluent speaker. For me, it's not like that. Rather, I would say the one who speaks English or any other language, the way he can speak his own mother tongue, his first language, naturally, in an organic manner. There's a flow like flow of water, flow of air. He's not even forcing himself to think about grammar rules, to think about vocabulary. Everything comes out naturally out of his mouth. To that guy, I would consider a fluent speaker. Why? Because he speaks slowly. He takes his complete time to organize his thoughts in a systematic manner. He would not even use a lot of fillers, like, you know, uh, mm, right? So rather using this kind of, I would say, crunch words, I think one must slow down his speed. It's good.
I use this a lot. I would say, these two words I use a lot. And I must say that I might be using this for the first time with you because you only told me. But I use this phrase a lot.
Now I
Though,
can see.
and I just want to know one thing from you, that how come you learned such advanced level English, I would say.
Well, for this, I'm a bit dumbfounded, and I would say I'm a bit confounded that I don't even consider myself as a fluent speaker, because for me, fluency is something else. I have already told you the definition of
Yes.
fluency. And frankly speaking, with the core of my heart, I'm lacking here. Like I had to say a lot of things. I do have ideas, but again, just because of this barrier that I cannot manifest my ideas the way I can express in my first language. That's what I am looking for. I'm trying to master this language, and that made me to practice every single day with different people. Why? Because every single person has his own skill, diversity of thoughts, the way he speaks, the way the pattern is entirely different. The way you frame sentence is entirely different from the way I make sentences, right? So this is what you can learn, but the only thing which one has to keep in accounting is be an active listener. That simply means when you are speaking, I should listen you very carefully, like what kind of vocabulary she's using, how has started the sentence, how she's landing off. Every tiny things can come up with a massive and beautiful change. And that's the beauty of this language.
Definitely. I am 100%, on this with you. Like,
Yeah,
listening is such an underrated, I would say, skill right now, that everybody is focusing on speaking and nobody is focusing on listening.
too. Well, I'm getting a notification like our time is about to end. So before the session end, I just want to say thanks to you that you found a time for me and you give your precious time in order to connect with me and having this beautiful and amazing session. I've enjoyed a lot. I've learned a lot. And again, in the future, I'm looking forward to have another remarkable and constructive session with you. So, yeah, here I just want to wrap up.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to have another constructive session with you as well. And I must say, I should be thankful, grateful that you have invited me. And same, the feelings are absolutely mutual, that I got to learn so much from you. You know, one of those phenomenal speakers you are.
Thank you, ma'am. You made my day. And I'm feeling so delighted by hearing these kind of words, which actually giving an intuition from your end that yes, I think I'm on the way and I'm on the right track. I think I'm improving and I
Absolutely.
shouldn't leave this practice. I should keep on continuing the same that I have been doing.
You definitely are. You should. You should.
Yeah. Anyway, ma'am, so thank you for being here. Keep talking, keep teaching, keep enlightening with your vast knowledge and experience to all of us. It was really a marvelous and fabulous conversation, which I've enjoyed a lot. Hopefully, you as well. So keep shining. Wish you all the best for your upcoming journey.
I hope everything. I hope the same for you. I hope the same for you. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye bye, ma'am. Take care.